Most people avoid deep squats because they believe the lie that deep squatting is bad for your knees. And then you have people in Southeast Asian and Eastern European countries who spend hours every single day in this position. And these people are some of the most mobile and agile people, even well into their old age. They sit in this position, they rest in this position, they work in this position, they eat in this position, they even go to the toilet in this position. And when I started to implement this simple human movement into my daily practice, my body completely transformed, fixed, and healed. My back pain went away, my digestion improved, my posture improved, and my overall mobility and movement drastically improved without me even going to the gym to train. In this video, I want to talk to you about why this movement is so effective and how you can start to implement it into your daily routine so that you can heal your body naturally. The wake-up call happened for me about 6 years ago when I was what you would call a high-level athlete. I still had all of these aches, pains, and limitations, but it was what most athletes would consider as normal. It was part of the process. It was at this time when I came across this online challenge that required you to sit in a passive squat for 30 days. And lo and behold, when I tried to do that, I could not squat with my feet flat on the floor. The position was completely foreign and uncomfortable to me. And I thought to myself, it was like a wake-up call. Here I was thinking I was this high-level athlete, but I couldn't do a simple human movement that my grandmother could do at 80 years old. I lost the ability to do human movements because I specialized in one area for so long. And this is when I decided to undertake this 30-day challenge, which completely transformed my life. The benefits that I experienced over the course of the 30 days were not just physical. It was also emotional and my ability to understand what a human mover should actually be able to do. Over the course of the first week, everything was uncomfortable. Everything was hurting. I couldn't sit in that position for longer than 2 or 3 minutes. But after about a week, I started to notice major changes in my ankles, in my knees, in my hips. My spine felt like it was opening up a lot more. My posture, my digestion improved. I was finally able to experience a little form of freedom where I could sit in this position, I could move through this position, and I could understand the importance of reclaiming back this position which I had as a toddler, and which most people have if they don't stop moving and if they don't resort to sedentary lifestyles or, in my case, specialized sports. And most importantly, I stopped needing the gym to get these results. I was achieving all of this at home while I was watching TV, while I was reading, while I was scrolling the internet. And all these mobility gains just came as a result of spending time in this position. That's also when I noticed the importance of incorporating movement as part of your daily life, not as an extra where you go to train or you go to the gym or you do your specific practice. No, you should be utilizing these movements as part of your existence on a day-to-day basis. And I can tell you, these results are normal for everyone, whether you're a complete beginner, 85-year-old grandpa, or high-level athlete. Different students come through my program from all walks of life, and all of them experience the exact same benefits that I just told you within a course of a week or two. Sometimes it's almost like magic. I get a lot of people writing me reviews and saying like they cannot believe that a simple movement like a passive squat can achieve so much dramatic results. And the reason is because you're actually just reclaiming what you have inside of you, what you are supposed to express as a human being. It is not normal for a human being to spend 12 or 13 hours seated in this position. What is normal is that you're moving along the floor, you're squatting, you're crawling, you're touching the floor. You are going back to your ancestral ways of moving and utilizing your body as the ultimate machine and the world as the ultimate gym. Okay, so really quick, I want to share a resource with you that I have available if you are currently feeling injured, stiff, broken. If you're a professional athlete looking to improve your mobility, my mobility toolkit is currently helping over 50,000 people in 40 plus countries, people ranging from all walks of life, complete beginners, professional athletes, men and women in their 70s and 80s. If you have 15 minutes to spare, this will work for you and it's going to produce dramatic results within weeks. Check it out. Now, it's really important that you understand what a resting squat is. This is not an exercise. This is not the thing that you see in gyms where they get under a barbell or they squat for reps or with external load, etc. A resting squat is a resting position. It's something that should replace your sitting. So a resting squat should feel super relaxed to you. There should be no effort. A lot of people, they ask me, how should my feet be pointed? How should my spine sit? What should I be doing in the squat? Should I be activating muscles? And the answer is no. You need to find a position that allows you to just chill there. Have a coffee, chat to your friends, read a book, read the paper, scroll the internet. Chill. You shouldn't even be noticing that you're doing something. It's just like sitting. It should actually start to be like sitting. So you should start to crave the position where you get tired standing and you want to drop down into a squat. That's what it should feel like. In the beginning, you're not going to be able to do that. Most of you will be quite immobile and tight. The movement will feel foreign to you. More often than not, it's not a lack of mobility or flexibility which is preventing you from being able to get down there. More often than not, it's a pattern recognition issue. So your brain does not understand the pattern, the movement pattern of coming down all the way and standing back up, because it's forgotten how to do that. So it's a matter of rebuilding those patterns, rebuilding those neural pathways, and teaching your body to be able to squat again. The most simple way to do that is to actually sit yourself down there. So if you currently can't, what I always say, if you are a complete beginner, start by just squatting down to a low object. Sit your butt down to a low box and then stand back up. And continue to do that until you feel stronger to be able to access that range. If you're already there, then you can elevate your heels. So grab some books, grab some weight plates, grab a slam board, grab something that allows you to prop your heels up, and that's going to allow you to sit into that position a lot easier. You can also hold onto something, a door frame, a TRX, a pole, a resistance band, whatever it may be. Force yourself down physically, help yourself down into that position, and then chill. So the goal is to accumulate time in this position. I always tell my students, within the first week, we want to aim for 10 minutes every single day, accumulated. So you do 1 minute here, 1 minute there, 1 minute here, 1 minute there. By the time you've gone to bed, you've done 10 minutes. After that, second and third week, we move that to 20 minutes. And then finally, we go to 30 minutes. I promise you guys that after a month, this squat is going to become so natural to you that it's going to be a part of your existence. You're not even going to notice yourself doing it. And you might be wondering, why should I actually want to squat? What is the importance of squatting? The most important thing when it comes to squats is that it is actually helping you reclaim your independence. And I'm not kidding when I say this. The ability to sit down and stand up as you age is the most significant thing that's going to help you have that longevity in your life, have that security that you are physically able, and be able to be resilient and robust, especially as you age. Having the ability to drop yourself down and control your body, that is a natural human movement that should be accessible to you. And I keep repeating myself and saying that it should be accessible to you. Because a lot of people come to me and they say, I've never been able to squat ever since I was little. You have been able to squat. If you have children, if you have toddlers, observe them. They have beautiful squats, all of them. They have the beautiful froggy kneeling position. They can just move along the floor in all of these weird positions that you think to yourself, gosh, how do they do that? Because you are made to be able to do that. So when I say you need to reclaim what is already in you, this is what I'm talking about. So it's not just about flexibility or mobility, it's about independence, it's about resilience, it's about living a long and healthy life. It's about having that freedom in your body to do whatever you want, whenever you want, without limitations, without aches, without pains, and without relying on external factors such as physios, chiros, massages, surgeries, and whatever else people rely on these days. And I really believe that this one movement can be a difference between aging well and not having the ability to move. And as I always say, it is not natural for most people to be doing this. If you today started to squat and you go out in public, I'm sure you'll get a lot of weird and strange looks. People always ask, are you okay? Do you need help? It's not normal to see people in our society squatting in public places. Yet, if you go to Southeast Asia, that's all they do everywhere. I just took a quick trip to Bali recently, and I had a theory that I bet that every single person I came across, if I did a test, they'd be able to squat. I didn't need to do the test because I saw every single person squatting, from 10-year-old kids to 80-year-old men. And that, trust me when I tell you, they are like contortionists, mobile, agile, resilient. They are small people in Bali, but if you touch them, you can see how resilient they are because they don't stop moving. All of their movement is not in the gym. It's not lifting weights. It's working in the fields. It's carrying heavy stuff around. It's getting under the car, under the bike to fix things. This is what their movement consists of, natural human movements. And they are all robust and they can all squat beautifully. And another reason why I'm so passionate about the squat and reclaiming the squat, because it is like a gateway, it is like an opening towards all other skills and physical attributes. So whether you just want to have better mobility, whether you want to fix your back pain, whether you want to have better posture, improve your digestion, yes, the squat will help with that. But what this squat will also do is allow you to be stronger in other movements, to develop resilience, to develop stability, strength, power, explosiveness, to avoid injuries, to be able to do things like floor work, soft acrobatics. If you're into various sports, to do BJJ, to do wrestling, to do anything that you want to do. And it starts with that basic human movement of being able to fold yourself down, sit in that position, and stand up with ease. So if you're ready to get started, I would encourage you to set a timer, start with 10 minutes in the first week, work your way up to 20 minutes in the second, and then try to get 30 minutes by week 3 and 4. Accumulated passive squatting. If you are currently unable to do that, then grab a slant board, grab a resistance band, grab a pole, put yourself down in that position, find a comfortable spot and stay. Maybe some of you can only do 30 seconds at a time, 1 minute, 2 minutes, build on that. You should use it as a habit stacking opportunity over the next 30 days. You are going to see dramatic changes in your body, in your joints, in your pain, in your posture. You are going to transform without even knowing. You're not even going to notice yourself exercising or doing anything extra other than dropping down into a squat. Make sure you keep track of your time and report back after 30 days. If you take a before picture of your squat and an after picture of your squat, you're going to see that it's going to be a totally different person. So now I would like you to drop down into a squat and go watch this video that I've linked below. See you in the next one.